Was today different than last year when you had five guys?
It was a lot better in the way that I wasn't as tired, I guess you could say. It's good to get those younger guys reps and everything. A lot more guys in rotation, and you have a lot more experience going into the season, which is really good.
How difficult was it last year, though, to try and build maybe any rhythm with Peyton and any consistency when you don't really have the ability to go live like that?
Yeah, that was difficult, especially because we were just trying to get as many reps as we could with the guys that we had, so we weren't able to get a consistent line. We had two D tackles that had to transfer over to O line, which was a tough thing for us. So it was hard to get that rhythm, but obviously going into fall camp is a little bit better. But this year's a lot better for sure.
Your decision to come back for this year, was it an easy one for you? Did you come to it quickly, and then what is kind of your goal?
Yeah, I think it obviously took some thinking. I just looked within myself. I was told I got to look in the mirror. How much improvement do I need to make as a player? And I felt there was a lot to improve this year and a lot more I could prove in the college scene. So it was an easy decision for me from there.
You obviously played with guys that came back for that year. Was it just observing what guys had done, like Matt Allen and some of the other guys the last few years, or was it just something for you that you maybe talk to them and say, how did this benefit you?
Yeah, of course. I talked to Kevin Jarvis. He graduated obviously, and I was talking to him about that decision. Like, what do you think I should do? And he kind of just said, like whatever's in your heart, whatever you feel. Another year can't hurt. So I think it'll be good for me. Obviously, Matt Allen took 6 years here, so I think all those guys obviously encouraged me to fifth year is going to be the best thing for me.
AJ too, right?
Yeah, AJ took 6 years.
Obviously, that's the ultimate goal.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm trying to be the best I can be coming out of college, so I think that's going to happen for me this year.
So what does that entail? I mean, you obviously, came back for a reason. So what are the specifics for you to take you to that next level?
I think the biggest thing for me is going to be working on my pass sets, making sure I can control the depth in the pocket, getting stronger with my base and being able to stop contact at, the point of contact. So I think the biggest thing is just getting stronger, tougher, all that stuff. And obviously just keep improving in the run game, getting more athletic every day.
As a team, how would you describe the mindset as you go into this spring ball versus last year?
I think obviously because we had like the 7 linemen last year, was a little more of like survival mode. But this year I think, everyone has high hopes. I think we have a lot of the key pieces that we need, and everyone's excited to get working together. So I think we're just, in a positive mindset. Everyone's, ready to go, ready to roll.
Is there a different feel than a year ago when you were coming off, obviously, all that success that people, outsiders weren't expecting,
Yeah.
and now,
Yeah,
obviously what happened.
got a chip on the shoulder this year, for sure.
Again, you're one of the few guys who have actually played the spring game.
Yeah.
You guys haven't done that in so long.
Yeah.
What have you noticed in terms of, because Coach yesterday said he wasn't sure how you guys would progress. Is there a benefit to having the spring game, or is there a benefit to having kind of what you did last week?
Yeah, I think, that's probably a better question for Coach. I think it could go both ways. Most of the work you get is the 14 practices leading up to the spring game. So even if you're not doing a traditional spring game like we've seen in the past year, you're still getting that work all through. We're getting at least 3 scrimmages throughout spring ball. So we're still getting that work behind the scenes, which is good. So however they do it for us this year, I think it'll be good either way.
I know it's only first day and everything, but the new fellas coming in on the line, have you
Oh, yeah.
got some notice about maybe what they can be?
Yeah, Cole Dillinger and Stanton Ramil, they're really, really good players. I think they have a high ceiling, both of them. I think Cole, just developing, getting stronger, I think will be really good. And then Stan, I think he's quick, he's got good feet, and, he's strong. So I think both of them, if they keep working, they'll have a good future here.
Have you seen players as the years have gone on? Now this is Mel's 4th spring season, I should say. Have you noticed the younger guys, the freshmen, getting bigger each year as they come in?
Yeah, I think every year you see, I think they're doing a good job recruiting. So they're getting good guys out of high school, good big dudes. So, yeah, I would say so.
Are you excited to see how Mangum works in short yardage? You guys haven't had a big.
Yeah.
Like
I'm excited. Get a guy that can be a powerhouse. So I think it'll be good.
Do you feel like last year with the injuries you had in the spring and then going to training camp that you guys were kind of behind where you might have been? Like
Yeah.
You started running the football, and do you feel like you're going to be able to pick it up earlier?
Yeah, of course. I think that spring is one of the biggest things of college football. It gives you that experience before you hit fall camp. So I think now we're going to get guys that are going to get reps, get experience, and on top of that, the guys that were getting so many reps last year, like me, Spencer, and some of the younger guys, we're going to get a load taken off of us too. We're going to go into fall camp fresher, which is going to be good for us. But yeah, we're going to hit the ground running in fall. I think it'll be good.
Competition being an emphasis this year.
Yeah.
That's including quarterback, a guy you've had as your starter for a couple of years, a clear leader on this team. How have you, I know it's the first day of practice, but you go through conditioning and all that. How have you seen Peyton kind of react to that? Is he still the same guy? Is he still a guy you guys are, like the key leader of this team?
Yeah, like you said, it's competition all around here. I'm fighting for a spot every day. I don't think I secured anything yet, so I'm fighting every single day, and that's the same with Peyton and everyone. I wouldn't key one player. I think we're all fighting for a starting spot this year. It's our mindset.
It really looked like today he did kind of take a leader, more of a leader. I mean, he's always a leader, but he guided you guys right at the beginning, mentioning how it's 0-0 right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Peyton's always had that big voice, and I think that we all trust in him. So, he's definitely taking that leadership role, and we appreciate that.
On the other side of the ball, who's looked good on that defensive line? It's obviously there's been a lot of change over there.
Yeah, someone who I got really close with when he came was JJ Jackson. He's a good dude. I got to meet him. I think it was like his third day here. I took him home to his apartment, so we shook hands right away. And he's a really good dude. I think he's a good leader. He speaks up, and he's a big dude. So he'll get us a lot better throughout the season. I think that'll be good for everybody to get good work with him. And obviously the guys across the room, Maverick, he's always going to be a dog. Simeon, he's a dog. Alex Masumer, younger guy, and then we got some guys that working through. I think it'll be good.
What's that continuity like with everybody coming back with starting experience from last year? You mentioned that there's open competition at every spot, but do you think that gives you guys an advantage at all?
Yeah, I think that's huge. I'll just speak on the O-line perspective. Last year was my first year playing a full 12-game season as a starter, so I think that even for me was big to mesh with Gino and JD and the other guys I'm going to be playing next to, because I got to control the things from the middle. So I think just having that continuity as an O-line is going to be good. Obviously, our tackles, we got Keyshawn, Spencer, Brandon, Ethan, all those guys. I think it'll be good. I think we've all gotten, closer and more experience throughout the season.
Who's the second string snaps at center right now? Is that still
Dallas. Me and Dallas are taking those. Yep. Or Dallas is, sorry.
Okay. How do you feel the offensive line did last year?
Obviously, a lot of room for improvement. I think that the big emphasis last year was there was always one guy doing something wrong. I think it was the little details that we got to keep, working on. And those are the things that we're harping on the younger guys and like myself, and I'm harping on JD, JD's harping on me. Everything, we got to do all the little things the right way if we're going to be successful and open up holes for our backs.
How much did you and JD talk about your decisions? I mean, did you guys bounce stuff off each other, or was it like I'm sure you each had to do what's best for you.
Yeah, man, that's my roommate, of course.
Okay.
Of course.
Was it a package deal? Like, I'm back, you gotta be back? Like,
I wouldn't say that, but, we obviously were bouncing ideas back and forth off each other. Yeah.
Keyshawn's a tackle.
Yeah,
He's not playing any guard for you.
Well, this is day one, so he's playing tackle so far. From what I've seen,
fair enough. Yeah.
From the last 2 hours, yeah.
Full side. Full side.
Today I think he was just playing left. Yeah.
What were your impressions of him?
I think he's good. I've been telling him, I was like, your pass sets look good. I think he's gonna be a good player for us. He's a dog. He's a JUCO product, so he's got that dog mentality, and he's a really good dude. I got to know him a little bit, so I know he's gonna ride for us, and I'm gonna ride for him.
Anything else?